Hello students. So we are continuing with the chapter physical and chemical changes. So in our last class what we have studied about a type of chemical change, that is burning of magnesium ribbon. Okay, so basically we are actually continuing with few demonstrations and few examples of chemical changes. So today what we are going to learn, a new chemical reaction, a type of chemical change, that is the reaction between what? Baking soda and vinegar. Okay, so let's continue with the topic. Now this baking soda and vinegar both are the thing which are available in our household. Okay, both are the kitchen ingredients basically. Now what happens when baking soda and vinegar are mixed together, then what happens? Bubbles of carbon dioxide gas are formed along with certain other substances, right? Now see over here, when baking soda it is reacting with vinegar, it is forming what? As I said, it is forming carbon dioxide gas as well as sodium acetate. We will come to know about that later. Okay, so as because a totally new substance is producing, that is sodium acetate and carbon dioxide, so therefore we will refer this change or this reaction as a chemical change, right? Now how to conduct this experiment? First of all, you have to take a test tube, right? You have to take a test tube. Then in that test tube you have to take about 5 ml to 10 ml of vinegar. Okay, vinegar, its chemical name is what? Its chemical name is acetic acid. Basically it is used as a preservative, right? It is a type of organic acid and it's totally edible. Now take about 5 to 10 ml of vinegar in a test tube, and into that you add a pinch of baking soda. What is the chemical name of baking soda? The chemical name of baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Here you can see the chemical formula is also given. It's NaHCO3. Okay, and acetic acid, what is the formula of acetic acid? Actually I have not given it over here. It is what? It is CH3COOH, right? So we will discuss about that later. Now what happens, as I said you, that take about 5 to 10 ml of vinegar in a test tube and add a pinch of baking soda in it. Okay, so immediately what you will find? Immediately you will find a hissing sound. Okay, followed by what? Followed by the formation of bubbles of carbon dioxide gas coming out, rising in a test tube. Just like you will find that whenever you unlock the cold drink bottle, a soft drink bottle, immediately what do you find? The bubbles come out, isn't it? Now what does that bubble contain? That bubble contains nothing but the carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so immediately in a vinegar, if you add a pinch of baking soda, what happens? Along with the hissing sound, what happens? The bubble comes out. Okay, why this formation of bubbles occurred? Because of what? Because of formation of carbon dioxide gas, right? So when this baking soda and vinegar are mixed together, then what happens? A chemical change is taking place between sodium hydrogen carbonate. What is sodium hydrogen carbonate? Baking soda, common name is baking soda, and acetic acid to form 3 new substances. What are the 3 new substances? Here you can see acetic acid, it's CH3COOH. Okay, now what happens? Here 3 things are forming. Over here you see sodium hydrogen carbonate, when it reacts with acetic acid, it is forming what? Sodium acetate plus carbon dioxide plus water. Okay, now you cannot combine the sodium acetate and carbon dioxide to get back the baking soda and vinegar as well. So since over here entirely a new compound is producing, okay, along with the hissing sound. Okay, so what we can refer this reaction? We can refer this reaction as what? As a chemical change. Okay, now using this reaction, okay, that means following the formation of carbon dioxide gas, in this reaction we can carry out another reaction. What is the another reaction? Now let's see. Before that, here you can see there's a picture is given, test tube. In this test tube there is a reaction between what? Baking soda and vinegar, and immediately you will find above the bubbles are forming. Okay, so these bubbles are nothing but the bubbles of carbon dioxide gas. Now let's see what another reaction we can carry out by using the same kind of reaction. So now here you see Now you prepare carbon dioxide gas by adding baking soda to vinegar in a test tube. Now you all know how to prepare carbon dioxide gas, isn't it? Now you prepare carbon dioxide gas by adding baking soda to vinegar. Okay. Now in another different test tube, you take some freshly prepared lime water. What is lime water? Lime water is nothing but calcium hydroxide solution, right? Calcium hydroxide solution. What is calcium hydroxide? Calcium hydroxide, it is a base. Okay, so take some calcium hydroxide, put some water into it and make a solution, lime water solution. Now take the two test tube in adjacent to each other. Okay, that means the test tube which contains baking soda and vinegar, that produces that carbon dioxide gas, and another test tube which contains freshly prepared lime water. Right, now you have to use what? You have to use, here you see a glass delivery tube. In this picture you can see you have to use a glass delivery tube. What is the function of this glass delivery tube? What will happen, since carbon dioxide, it is a gas, so it will what? It will pass through this delivery tube and directly it will fall into this lime water. Okay, now over here you see we have also fitted a cork. Why we have fitted a cork inside it? So that the carbon dioxide gas could not escape from any other way. Directly it should enter inside the glass delivery tube. So where this carbon dioxide gas is going, what is the path of this? Through this glass delivery tube, and directly it is entering into the test tube which contains what? Which contains lime water. Okay, now here you see what basically happens. See here, now what happens? When the carbon dioxide gas is passed through lime water, then calcium hydroxide, it combines with carbon dioxide to form a white solid substance called calcium carbonate. To form what? Calcium carbonate. Okay, that makes the lime water appear milky. Okay, immediately you will find that the lime water, it is turning into milky white. Okay, word equation how you can write this: calcium hydroxide, when it reacts with carbon dioxide, it is producing calcium carbonate plus water. And chemical equation how you can write, here you can see CaOH2, this is what? This is the base, that is the lime water you can say, plus carbon dioxide gas, okay, which is delivered via what? Via that glass delivery tube. What is producing? Calcium carbonate. Okay, calcium carbonate. Now this is entirely a new compound which is forming. Okay, and this is making what? This is making the lime water what? Milky, and along with that water. Okay, now you cannot combine this calcium carbonate and water into what? Into calcium hydroxide. So entirely this calcium carbonate, it is a new substance. Okay, so therefore we can refer this entire change as what? As chemical change. Okay, and remember one thing, this is a standard test, okay, for what? For the presence of carbon dioxide gas. Anywhere, if you like, if you want to check whether carbon dioxide gas is present or not, you have to use this lime water. If carbon dioxide gas is present, then what you will find? You will find this lime water, it is turning milky. In another day I'll show you another experiment. Okay, over there what you will find? You will find that like we exhale air, isn't it? When we are breathing, we are inhaling air as well as we are exhaling air, isn't it? Now when we are inhaling air, we are inhaling the air which contains oxygen more than carbon dioxide gas, isn't it? But when we are exhaling the air, okay, it contains what? It contains carbon dioxide more than in case of the inhaling air. Okay, when I'll teach you the chapter respiration, you will come to know in details that how it is producing. Okay, so over there also, if you use just a pipe, and okay, and if you exhale your air, if you exhale your breathe into it, what you will find? The carbon dioxide gas, it will come in contact with this lime water. You have to prepare some fresh lime water. Okay, immediately over there also you will find that it is turning milky, as because carbon dioxide, it is reacting with calcium hydroxide. Okay, so what we can say? We can say this turning of lime water is milky. Okay, this is also a type of what chemical change. So today what we have learned basically the two things. Number one is what reaction between baking soda and vinegar. Over there we found that when baking soda, it is reacting with vinegar, it is producing sodium acetate, carbon dioxide and water. Now using that carbon dioxide gas only, we are conducting another experiment, that is carbon dioxide when it reacts with calcium hydroxide or simply the lime water, it is forming what? It is forming calcium carbonate that makes the lime water milky and water. So these two changes, as because they are producing what? They are producing entirely new substance. So therefore it is what? It is a chemical change. Okay. So today all about this. In our next class we will be discussing about the reaction between copper sulfate and iron. So thank you students.